What's poppin' T Squad? Your girl is back with the all new, all tea, all shade Love and Hip Hop Miami Season 1 Episode 3 review. There was no new episode of Love and Hip Hop New York tonight because it is Martin Luther King's birthday. Shout out to you, homie. Shout out to the big homie up there in heaven looking down on us. Much respect. But anywho, let's get into this review. So Bobby Light is with his boyfriend Jeffrey. Jeffrey is a cute little chocolate nugget. He is a little cute little chocolate piece of wonder. Has little dimples. He's bite-sized. He's really cute. So they're out for dinner or whatever, and he says he misses Bobby's attention because Bobby's been working a lot lately in the studio. Bobby asks him, does he want to know how much he loves him? He was like, yeah. So Bobby pull out a harmonica that's literally attached to his necklace, and he was like, I love you. I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. That ain't really what he did, but that's my version. So anywho, Pleasure P head is apparently all fucked up after seeing his ex-girlfriend Gabby, who I think is nothing but a goddamn user. That light bright bitch is using the fuck out of him, but he's so just amazed by her little light-skinned beauty that he don't know what to do with himself. He don't know what he wants to do now with Shay now that Gabby has returned. He meets with Baby Blue and Spectacular. Slickum apparently overslept because he was out in the club all night. Baby Blue likes Shay, by the way. If you watch on YouTube the check yourself when they watch the cast members watch the episode and then tell their behind the scenes reactions to everything. Baby Blue made it very apparently known that he thinks Shay is fine. He like ghetto girls. He like her. So watch what I tell you. Next season, Baby Blue and Shay will have a storyline with them dating and Pleasure P getting in his feelings over it, and then it'll be a whole issue with him and Baby Blue going back and forth over the whole Shay situation and him not being loyal and putting the group in jeopardy. Watch what I tell you. It'll be all fake, but it will be a storyline. So Pleasure apologizes for Shay's behavior at their event and says that he also feels like Baby and Shay were in the wrong, which they were. Baby apologizes to and asks him to set up a meeting with Shay so he can apologize, which I felt like was the right thing for him to do, to stand up and be a man about it, which made me like Baby Blue. First episode, I was on the fence with Baby Blue, but this episode really made me like Baby Blue. I think that he is a fun character for television. I think that he has that reality show it factor. He has good one-liners. He think he's sexy. I think I could really see him being a star player for Love and Hip Hop. He has way more personality than Spectacular and Pleasure P, and we ain't really seen Slickum do nothing because this nigga's been MIA. So, Pleasure tells them that he loves Shay, but that he met with Gabby and she want to get back together. Baby says that she saw you on the blogs and that you back with the group and now she's trying to come back. I'm like, Baby Blue, we are here. I see you. You see me, honey. That bitch ain't nothing but a user. When they replayed their relationship and how everything was great, and then all of a sudden she just left him for no apparent reason. Yeah, because the money dried up, nigga. And now she want to come back because you want a fucking reality show and because you're back with the group. Don't let that bitch fool you. So Pleasure doesn't think that she's using him, and neither does Spectacular. Spectacular says that, sometimes it takes for you to lose a person for you to realize what you got. Okay, nigga. So Pleasure thinks that Baby might be right, but Gabby might be the one that got away. Nigga, let that bitch stay away. So Michelle Pooch goes to an event thrown by Simply Just with her man Malik. We think that that's her man in the beginning, but then we then find out that they're not boyfriend and girlfriend. They're actually just friends. And I was like, after like 5 seconds of him being on screen, I was like, yeah, that nigga's gay. Ain't shit about you, this nigga, like, probably except for your outfit, bitch. So she asks him how she gonna find a man if everybody thinks that they're together, and says he needs to figure out his shit. He admits that he's gay, but he's not ready to come out because some of the people he hang around with and his clients will probably not be accepting of his sexuality. And I was like, well, nigga, you on a whole reality show. So everybody knows you're gay now. So really, what's the point of this whole conversation, nigga? You told the whole fucking world. But all right, let's play along like the cameras aren't there. So Prince, aka Dumbo, is hosting an event for an NFL player. His girlfriend Liz is blowing up his phone while he's working. This chick calls him like 35 times. And I'm like, he must got a long ass dick because ain't shit about this little boy. Cute. Prince, aka Dumbo, looks like that boy you went to school with that was super nerdy, hella skinny, hella dorky, hella lame, and he kind of grew into his looks as he got older, got a little money, and don't know what to do with himself now. But he's still low key lame. That's what Prince, aka the Dumbo, reminds me of with them big ass ears of his. So he says he hasn't been faithful throughout their relationships and sometimes pretends to be single to get clients. We meet the Miami Miss Nikki baby without all the plastic surgery. She's a really cute girl. Her name is JoJo. JoJo is Mexican and Arabic, and she is a stylist to the stars. She shows us her resume to let us know that it ain't a game, bitch. Her dream is to open up a boutique. She wants her dad to finance it. They then cut to a flashback of her dad, Antonio, who is kind of sexy in an old gangster type of way. He is a boss. She didn't say exactly what her daddy did, so I don't know if this daddy is a part of the Mexican mob or some shit. I don't know, because they ain't say how daddy get his money. So I'm low-key a little bit scared of Antonio. So I ain't gonna talk too much bullshit in case he try to put a hit out on me. So her dad wants her to be a lawyer, and he gives her 6 months to open up the store and run it, or else he won't help her or back her. 6 months later, she's about to open the store. Her dad comes to the store to check on things. She says that she needs to do a grand opening, wants him and her mom there. Antonio says that her mom could go fuck herself. And I was like, well, what was it? Like, what she do to you, Antonio? Damn, nigga. So apparently Antonio and the mother were married for 30 years, or have been married for 30 years. He travels a lot while working, while the mom stays in the United States. He wants the mother to go back to Mexico, and she doesn't want to, so now they're separated. But with the way he was carrying on, it has to be more than the fact that this woman won't move back to Mexico. That's a crock of shit. Antonio got a new bitch and don't want to be bothered with that woman no more. That's all that's about. He done got him some young, a little tender bitch that got his nose wide open. He just said fuck the mama, because it cannot possibly be because she don't want to move back to Mexico that he is talking to her and talking about her the way that he was on this episode. Because he talk about that woman like he hate her fucking guts. So Amara meets with Steph. Steph tells her that she met with Young Hollywood, and Amara rolls her eyes. She says that her and Veronica met with Young Hollywood. Steph tells her that he was feeling Veronica, and then Veronica dug into him, and he was like, I was just trying to say she needs to be open for change. You know, he downplayed the whole situation on last week's episode, tried to make it seem like he didn't come to her as hard as he did, and that he didn't say a bunch of racist shit when we all know that he did. So Steph tells her that he said that if Veronica went out on a date with him, that he would apologize to her, and that Veronica said, we'll see how it goes. First of all, I wouldn't even entertain this food if I was Veronica. My friend ain't that motherfucking pressed for no apology by your bitch ass. If the I can't even talk. The only way that you will apologize to her is if I go out with you. What the fuck do I look like to you, nigga? I'm not playing this little sick ass game with you, bitch. I don't like that little nigga. And Veronica, I'm still on the fence with her too, because she had good intentions, but then this whole, like, I like her little boss mentality that she's coming with, you know, that I don't give a fuck, that zero fucks given type shit. Either you gonna pay me, you know, to fuck me, like I don't fuck with no niggas, you ain't about to fucking, you know, play me, that type of thing. I like that vibe. But the way she gonna come at Amara next week, I don't know. I feel like she's one of those girls that are all for self, that she'll ride with you to an extent, but at the end of the day, if it's not benefiting her, she don't really give a damn, and that everything is really about her. So I don't really know about how I feel about Veronica. So Amara is shocked that she would give him the time of day after what he said to her and wonders where her loyalty is because Veronica's supposed to be her friend. Well, obviously, she ain't that much of a friend to your girl. Liz comes by the club the next day after Dumbo didn't answer the phone. He takes her to the back. She's making a scene. He tells her that he's seeking a lifestyle and has to appear single. And the fact that you even let this nigga say this to your face, bitch, and you even stood there and continued the conversation says a lot about your self-esteem. She asks, what about me? And he says, what about you? He tells her she's insecure and that he has apologized for what he did in the past via cheating, and says he holds her down with money and that the money he makes basically finances her lifestyle. And she checks him and says, you come home at night to my place where I make space for you, bitch. And I was like, bitch, you better let this little nigga know, bitch. You stay with me, honey. Yeah, you might buy me a little bag of something here and there, but at the end of the day, the bills is in my name, motherfucker. Ugh. So he says he needs to get the fuck out of this relationship because it's toxic, and says she should be lucky he's with her because he could be with the baddest of women. Boy, if you don't get your little whack ass on somewhere, ain't nobody checking for you. And if they are checking for you, it's because of your name and what the little bit of money that you got. Boy, bye. So she leaves and says, fuck you, bitch. You should have been left. Girl, bye. So Pleasure meets with Shay. He has flowers and wine for her. Shay come with this lace front on, y'all, that look like she got a whole mudslide on her head. It just like it was filled with a lot of body. And I'm just looking at her like Martin Luther King did not die for this bullshit. Like, he had a dream, bitch, but it wasn't for you hoes be out here wearing these terrible ass lace fronts. She looked like a character from Mortal Kombat, like she just want to be like, get over here. Like, she looked ridiculous. So she apologized for what she did at the show. He tells her that Baby Blue wants to apologize to her, and she's shocked by this, but she agrees to talk to him so they can squash the beef. As I'm watching this scene, there is no chemistry between them two. I doubt very seriously them niggas have been in a 2-year relationship prior to this show. They act like two people that were put together to film together for a reality television show and to play out a fake storyline. Nothing about them seems real. There is no chemistry there whatsoever, especially on his part. She says he's the love of her life and he's everything she's ever wanted. He's attentive, he's faithful, he's this, he's that. He says, no one is perfect and don't hold him to this standard. And I was like, girl, red flag, like that was no signal to run. She asks that he not do her like the other men in her past have done her. He says that he won't. We go back to JoJo. She goes home and talks to her mom. Her mom, I think her name is Farty, shows her the divorce papers her dad sent. The mother is very emotional. Her mom has been staying with her in Miami while she gets the store up and running. Her mom can't believe that her dad is actually trying to divorce her. JoJo starts crying. And like I said, daddy got a new bitch. Daddy got a new pair of shoes, bitch. Antonio apparently won't give her any money. She's never worked a day in her life. And I was like, see, this is what you get just being a kept bitch. You motherfuckers gonna get enough of just being pretty and letting motherfuckers take care of you and not have shit of your own. That's why he's able to put you in this damn position, bitch. You been with this nigga for 30 years and you ain't put a stash away, bitch, for a rainy day. You know a nigga like Antonio got other bitches. Or that this nigga probably gonna get shot any day now, bitch. Like, duh. Farty, you dumb as fuck. You should have been over there selling keys or whatever the fuck this nigga was over there doing for a living, bitch. You should have had your own side hustle, you dummy. So JoJo says he did the same thing to her when she didn't want to be a lawyer, that he took all her money and everything away and basically put her out on the streets and she had to fend for herself. The mom said she's going to get a lawyer and fight him in court. And I was like, well, bitch, that's what you better do. And have him pay your damn attorney fees. So Jeffrey reconnected with his old flame, who we found out is Malik. He used to be in love with him. They talked for a year. Then they lost contact. He didn't know what he did wrong. Malik says they were both in a closet and everyone thought they were just friends, but they were really dating on the low. And when things got too serious, he bailed. He says that he was in love with Jeffrey too, and he regrets letting him go. Malik tells him he wants to be comfortable with being gay. Jeffrey tells him that, he's fine with his sexuality now. They're both feeling each other and tell each other they miss each other. Malik actually gets emotional and begins to cry. He has to go into the bathroom. One of the producers follow, and asks what's wrong. And he says he feels like he fucked up with Jeffrey and that he really does love him, but that, he doesn't really know if he can be what he needs for him to be because he's not comfortable coming out yet. So, Jeffrey comes in the bathroom and Malik tells him he loves him, and Jeffrey says he loves him too, and they kiss and they hug. So I guess they back together, bitch. They make a cute couple. They actually way cuter couple than Jeffrey and Bobby Light, you know. But this is about to be some whole bunch of bullshit. So it's JoJo's store opening. Amara, Steph, and Veronica are there. Veronica shows up and she tells Amara she got something for her. Young Hollywood then pops the fuck up and she says that she only agreed to go out with him so he can apologize to Amara. Bitch, you lying. You went out with him more than just for him to apologize to Amara. You went out with him because he's a producer and you are an artist and you want to further your career. That was the other objective. You ain't just do that just for Amara, because you ain't the type of bitch that does a selfless act. I can tell that by the way you move. So he realized that it was a setup, but he goes along with it, says he's going to be the bigger person. If somebody don't punch this nigga in the head with a goddamn brick. He says to her that she had his words twisted and that he tried to keep an industry with her. If that's keeping the industry, bitch, then I don't want to be in the fucking industry. When she calls him out on his bullshit, he then calls her ignorant. And Amar is appalled. Steph and Veronica just stand there. And I'm like, how y'all supposed to be her homegirl? Y'all just gonna stand there and let this man disrespect her. Y'all ain't no fucking real friends. That should have let her know when them hoes stood right then and there. Fuck you. Girl, we all would have been cussing that nigga out. We would have been jumping that motherfucker right then and there. Bitch, who the fuck are you talking to, you Lil Wayne wannabe? While you sitting up here talking about how a person should look, and you look like the poster child for fucking HIV. Boy, yo, get your raggedy, dusty looking ass on somewhere. Ugh. So, she asked him, is he apologizing because he means it, or is it because he thought he was gonna fuck Veronica? He says he's that she mad, and he asks if she mad because he's not all over her. This is the second time he said that. What makes you think that she wants you to like her? Obviously, you like her and you mad that she don't like your ass and she ain't kissing your ass to get a fucking track from your whack ass. Bitch, bye. So he decides to leave and kisses Veronica and Steph goodbye, and they let him. Girl, Amara, fuck them hoes. Don't fuck with them bitches outside this show. They ain't shit. They ain't loyal. They ain't your friends. They ain't got your back. Because ain't no way in hell you about to disrespect my motherfucking friend. Think you gonna give me a kiss on the cheek goodbye and I'm gonna let you? Bitch, I'll spit on you. So after he leaves, Amara tells Veronica if she ever hangs with him, she's done with her. And Veronica says, I don't fuck with motherfuckers that ain't got Rolls Royces and got money, this and that. Girl, okay, bitch. All right, girl. All right, with the lies. So JoJo mama is at the grand opening. Her dad shows up. Her mama asks, why is he there? The daddy say she's a terrible excuse for a mother. The mama getting her bag and start crying and emotional. And once again, this cannot be because this woman don't want to move to Mexico. This nigga got something new, bitch. You old now. He got some viral, bitch. Girl. So JoJo leaves out. No, her girl. So JoJo, cute girl, looks like a younger version of Miss Nikki, baby. Her weave, though, was not blended. White girls. Just because you white don't mean that your weave don't need to be blended. Like, y'all follow me on Snapchat. I did a whole Snapchat about everybody's hair, and on Instagram. Her hair literally stopped about right here and it was not blended. Then they kept on trying to like spritz it down to blend it in with her weave. And then she had all these little leave out pieces and spruces and shit hanging up. You talk about you got all this money, your daddy out here popping, bitch. Well, you need to go to John Claude Van Damme or somebody to go get your hair done, bitch. Go to one of these little frou places, get your hair done. No, better yet, go down to the Dominican spot, bitch, and get one of them damn Dominican girls to give you a cute little doobie or something. Because that damn weave of yours is not blended, sis. You can't be on her talking about how much money you got and wearing Hervé Leger dresses and Christian Louboutins and shit, bitch, and Givenchy and and all this old bullshit, and your hair look like that. Unacceptable. So her mama started crying, and JoJo escorts her daddy outside. She's embarrassed because they didn't embarrass her down to her little grand opening. Pretty Ricky is at an event thrown for them by Mr. Cream, but Slickum is missing once again. I'm starting to think Slickum is on drugs or some shit. Because why you keep on missing when it's time for y'all to fucking film? When they film these reality shows, they have a set time and date of where the fuck they supposed to be. So why the fuck weren't you there, sir? Bucky is there, y'all, with a whole pack of My Little Pony hair on the top of her head. That wig was atrocious. It wasn't glued down. She looked like she had just got caught up in the hurricanes in Texas, bitch. It like she had a whole pack of top ramen on her head. It looked a mess. And I'm like, girl, you've been doing reality television since like 1987, bitch. You've been doing this shit for a long time. You should know better about how to look on camera. And you just plop that piece of shit ass hair on the top of your head. I'm really starting to think you hoes out here fucking for lace fronts. Because everybody got a lace front. The shit don't never look right. Either y'all getting a 2-for-1 deal or some shit. Buy one, get one free, cash on delivery. I don't know, bitch, but this shit is just disrespectful at this point. So she and Baby talk alone. Baby apologizes and she accepts the apologize and apologizes to him as well. He tell her she ain't gonna be calling him fat neither because he's sexy. I was like, I know that's right, baby. So they hug it out. Then she steps off to go get something to eat. Gabby then shows up out of nowhere to Pleasure P's shock. She hasn't seen him since the dinner, but says they've been talking and texting every day, all day. She wanted to show her support to him after she saw that he was going to be at the event. He takes her outside because he want to know why she's there, because you know Shay is there. And he like, hold the fuck up. Bucky started looking for him. Baby and Spectacular say, you know, he went to the bathroom, but she know they lying. So she go outside to the back. She see him sitting on a bench with Gabby, and security immediately stops Shay, but Shay got an ice cream cone in her hand, and she say, "Excuse me, stranger," and she throw it at she throw it at Gabby head. She caught at Gabby head, and he hit her right there on the forehead, and Gabby say, because the bitch didn't see it coming, Jesus. This is what you get for being thirsty, bitch. Showing up when you're not invited, bitch. Nigga, that shit was so fucking funny because that motherfucker said, plap. Child, Jesus be offense. Polar Gabby. Oh, Lord. So that was my review of Love and Hip Hop Miami. The shit was fucking hilarious. Let me know what y'all thought about the episode down below in the comment section. Make sure to thumbs up this video. Subscribe to my channel if you have not. I missed you guys. Such a fucking lady is done. Also, my Real Housewives of Atlanta review is up, as well as the new episode of Spill the Tea. I gave y'all face and hair and everything. I know some of y'all got tired of me looking like a deranged old woman, but I have to remind y'all that she is cute. She can pull it together when she wants to. Anywho, love you guys. Have a safe and blessed week, and I will see y'all Wednesday for my Black Ink Crew New York review.